Welcome to Honors Chemistry. My name is Kevin Kung, and I am the instructor or teacher for the course. So, what I want to go through, sorry, I can't be there with you tonight. I am in Sacramento, which I'll explain later, doing some work for the state of California. And so, what I'm going to share with you in this video is why students are taking the class, a bit about myself, the curriculum, the textbook, the topics that are taught in honors chemistry, grading, materials that students need, how they can get help, and how you can possibly help. So those are the topics in which I am going to go through in this short video. So welcome again. This is chemistry. My name is Kevin Kung. Why are students taking the class? Several reasons. One, it is a high school graduation requirement, so all students must take a physical science course. Chemistry and physics both fulfill the physical science requirement for high school graduation, as well as a requirement for the UC lab science requirement for uh, basically college admissions. It's also a prerequisite for many AP courses, AP Chemistry, AP Biology, AP Environmental Science. So this is a foundational course for the other topics. So a bit about myself. I've been teaching for 28 years now at both the high school and middle school levels. I taught I've been teaching at Pali for about 20 years. Prior to Pali, I also taught at Beverly Hills High and Lowell High School in San Francisco for about 4 or 5 years there. My teaching credential is in chemistry. My undergraduate degree is from UC Berkeley, master's from San Francisco State, and another one from St. Mary's College. I served as commissioner for a term for the California Commission on Teaching Credentialing, where I was appointed by Governor Brown and unanimously confirmed by the Senate. I'm also a delegate for the National Education Association for the California Teachers Association. Why I am out right now is because I'm the chair of the CTC, the Commission on Teaching Credentialing Committee on Credentials, which is the Educator Discipline Committee. So that is why since I serve on that committee, I have to be in Sacramento once a month for several days. And it just so happens to be the same time as this back to school night. Prior to teaching, I also worked as a geologist for AECOM, well, it was called URS then. I was a fellow, Woodward Wilson Fellow at Princeton in environmental science education. I was a fellow at UC Berkeley in education policy and law. Um, Also as a fellow at the Center for Polymer Interfaces and Macromolecular Assemblies at Stanford, as well as a National Science Fellow at University of Michigan and Middle Tennessee State Universities. So I've been to many different colleges. So the topics that are taught in honors chemistry, I'm not going to read this all. Here it is on the screen. For those who have a science background, you see what they are. It's what you would expect in a typical high school chemistry course, from stoichiometry. It's not labeled here. I think it just says chemical quantities, which is stoichiometry, to acids and bases and gases, nuclear chemistry, equilibrium. Your basic high school chemistry topics for those without a science background, and those with a science background, here they are on the screen, the topics that are taught in the honors chemistry course. Going on, grading. So grading for the course is as follows. It's 45% from tests and quizzes, 15% labs and projects, 10% of final exam, I know I'm reading this out of order, and 30% homework and classwork. So 55% from the final exam, tests and quizzes. So some type of test is going to be 55% of the grading. So more than half of the grade is on from some type of test. Okay, continuing materials for the class. There is a online textbook called The World of Chemistry by Zumdahl. It's actually, I think it's Zumdahl. The cost. It's actually three authors. I don't know if it'll show up because it's a virtual screen. But it is this green textbook from that is brand new. There is a physical copy in the classroom, but now it is a digital copy for students. Students don't have physical copies of the textbook. They just have a online copy for at home. But we do use them occasionally in the classroom. It is a brand new book, so this is the first time we're using it. There's also online curriculum that follows along the textbook. Besides from that, the students just need your basic school supplies. I mean, just paper, pencil, your normal, nothing special. Other than that, students also need a scientific calculator. Um, it's any type of basic calculator. We're primarily going to just do, add, subtract, multiply, divide with scientific notation. So your basic scientific calculator. I think the math classes require a more advanced, like graphing calculator, and that's more than students need for high school chemistry. Going on, if students need help, where can they get help? I'm pretty much in my classroom every nutrition, so they can just come by any nutrition. Also, the study center in, say, J109, I might have the room number wrong, but the study center in the back of the school also offers free peer tutors. They just need to sign up with the director of the study center, and they can schedule a free peer tutor with them. And peer tutors are students who have taken the class with an A or above, and so they can, well, they're the tutors for chemistry. Also, I have review sheets, practice tests, homework sets, all that kind of stuff online on Schoology, which I can probably show you in a second or right after this. Um, and the best way to reach me, if you need to reach me, is by email. My email is kkung@pallyhigh.org. I know you can also Schoology. I will get those messages, but I think email is probably the most direct way of reaching me. How you can help, it's sometimes hard to know what I need for this class last minute. So that's why I just said gift cards makes it easier because sometimes this is kind of last minute. Um, I do try to plan ahead of time, but there's always something last minute that I don't know. Okay, I'm going to pause a second and I want to show you what's on Schoology. Okay, so this is the Schoology page for the course, and this is what students, well, this is a teacher view, but this is what students, for the most part, will see. On here that all students have access to, this is the digital textbook, so they can click on it and they will have access to the textbook online. This is the syllabus of the course, which has all the grading on here. Materials for the course, so any of the notes I go through, it is, I'll just click on it, they have all the notes for all the chapters, plus a review guide for every chapter in the textbook. On Schoology, students will see assignments. I'm going to open up any random one. Well, maybe click on the next one as well. You'll see on here there are assignments for each day, and these are usually assigned, well, August 21st, 22nd, depending if it's odd or even day class. And these are assignments that they're supposed to do. So this is about significant figures, and this is a 16-minute assignment or a 9-minute assignment. So that's what students see, and these are the homeworks that they primarily have. Some of them are on paper, but either way, even if it's on paper, it's technically, they turn it in online. But these are just random days with different assignments on here. So that's where students can have access to the materials. So if a student is absent for a day, for instance, your child is absent on September 3rd, I'm making it up, they will see all the materials, what the assignments are for that day, and they have access to all the chapter materials and notes. I also record many of my lectures and I post them on Schoology as well. So hopefully answer some questions about me, about the class, and sorry I am not there to meet you or talk to you in person, but hopefully this video will share with you information that you need about the course. Thank you.